to know our vows. We know a lot of things about the monks and nuns and uh, their vows and their things. But what I'm going to do, spend more time in our vows to, we still need a base for sadhus and sadhvis vows because that's the ideal. That's what ultimate our goal is. But today, where am I? And in that situation, what is the minimum required for me to become Jain? What is the minimum required? Okay, we can do more, but make sure whatever minimum is required from us, we are practicing that at least, okay, to be continued, to become a Jain, to remain Jain. Okay, so first I'm going to briefly explain what are the five great vows, and then what did Bhagavan Mahavira did for Shravak Sangh, Shravak and Shravika Sangh. What kind of the relaxed rules they give us. These relaxed, the rules are relaxed, but the things what are changed, it's a very minimum violence type things. We are doing the violence, but there is a minimum violence and there is a maximum violence. The maximum violence, Bhagwan Mahavir has put it into the 12 vows of the lay people. But for the minimum violence, which lay people cannot avoid, they have excluded part of the vows. And what I want you to understand, what are the things excluded, why it is excluded, and the whatever is the minimum what you have to do, at least you understand that one. And if I can accomplish in next hour and a half, I think it's all worth it from that point of view. Okay, so the first slide, I'm again going through our ultimate goal is liberation, and I'm just briefly review these things. The path of liberation, you need Gnan, Darshan, and Charitra. The path is only one, is the combination of Gnan, Darshan, Charitra. And this terminology needs to be understood at the basic level. If you look at the sequence from Mithyatva to Samyaktva, we are at the stage first Gunsthanak, which is the Mithyatva. In Mithyatva state, the sequence of learning, Gnan, Darshan, and Charitra. Ultimate path is including all three together. But that's when you have completely understood it. Just to understood Jainism, just to understand Jainism, what I'm saying it, this is the sequence. Okay, first you listen to Maharaj Sahibs or sermons from anybody, lecture, you read the books, you try to acquire the knowledge. Okay, from Jain literature books and wherever you are, okay, you acquire the knowledge. Once you are reading all this knowledge, all the Jainism, basic understanding, you develop faith. Because without the knowledge of Jain literature, you are not going to develop the faith. Okay, because Jainism is a Gnan Pradhan religion. Gnan Pradhan means, okay, the important thing is the Gnan in Jainism. There are two things, Gnan and Dhyan. These are the two principal characteristics of the religion conduct, Gnan and Dhyan. So, first you acquire the knowledge, start acquiring the knowledge. Slowly you are developing the faith in your knowledge. Now again, keep in mind, you are the only one developing the faith. Don't develop the faith because my guru said, and he's not wrong. So whatever he says, I'm just accepting it. That is the path of Bhakti Marg. Jainism is a Gnan Marg. Gnan Marg, you have to develop your faith yourself, not because Bhagavan Mahavir said it is right for you. That is also not allowed. Unless and until you do, okay, yes, I think I understood what Bhagavan Mahavir said, and I have a complete faith in it. But that is you have the faith, you understood it. You understand what is being said by Bhagavan Mahavir, not somebody else's understanding. And then charitra will be very easy because conduct, you will not violate the knowledge and the faith at all, because it is you are the judge and you are the jury. All right, that's keep in mind. And the sequence is from Mithyatva stage, first Gnan, then faith, and then Charitra. Okay. Now you come to the point that you have a complete faith in your knowledge. Now I'm using the word in your knowledge. You have a complete faith, not somebody else's knowledge, not this one. Then that faith becomes the right faith. Once you have your own faith in your knowledge, complete knowledge, your faith is there, then the faith becomes a proper faith. Because even if somebody comes and discusses with you, otherwise, it may be for that person right things, but it may not be for you because you already have this right faith. You are the judge. You can decide. So once you have the right faith, then whatever knowledge you acquired, that knowledge becomes the right knowledge. So the sequence is changing after Samyaktva. After Samyaktva, it is right faith, right knowledge, and right conduct is always the last one. Because once you have right faith and right knowledge, your conduct is always right. Okay, so but they are all three together, and you do because you are not using, well, this is the way we should do it. Whichever area you live in, whichever the location you live in, that decides several things. Can be in this country, in America, here is the situation, here is the culture, here is the one things are happening. In India, we have a different season, different Chaumasis and all Chaturmansi. But while in America, we got like 10 months of rainy seasons out of 12. And then, okay, so you got to look into it and see, because somebody is doing in India something, all right, and you are in a kind of an environment where that one is so different, and whatever the reason they give, those reasons don't exist over here. Then you can decide yourself what is the proper thing, because you have understood at the basic level. So the sequence from Samyaktva onwards to the Vitrak state, which is the 12th Gunsthana. It is right faith, right knowledge, and right conduct. But when there is no samyak attached, okay, when your knowledge is ordinary knowledge, ordinary faith, and ordinary charitra, then it is a sequence is always Gnan, Darshan, and Charitra. So don't mix it up, this one. These are the two, the sequence learning point of view. Ultimately, the path is the one. Right faith, right knowledge, and right conduct together. Okay. All right. So I hope this is just a very basic level understanding. No, you need to clarify in your mind. Now,